listening to The Revenue Engine with Michael Pacheco, a veteran CMO who has driven over $10 billion in revenue in the past decade with strategic marketing and customer-centric leadership. Join your host as he transforms marketing departments from cost centers into profit centers. Prepare to shift your marketing into high gear and drive unprecedented growth.
Are you relying on the same old leadership strategies? Let's dive into some unconventional insights that can elevate your leadership and drive your business forward. Hi, I'm Michael Pacheco, fractional CMO for health and health-adjacent technology companies, and today we're going to explore some leadership qualities and strategies that go beyond the basics. These are traits that many successful CEOs have adopted to lead their companies to new heights, often without the spotlight that more common traits like vision or quick decision-making receive. Let's take a look at some of these less talked about but equally effective leadership strategies that can set you apart as a CEO, as a founder, as a president of your company. I've got 4 I want to talk about here in terms of CEO leadership insights that are unconventional. Number 1 is going to be embracing vulnerability as a strength. Vulnerability in leadership often is seen as a weakness, but it can really be one of your greatest strengths. If any of you have ever followed, folks like Seth Godin or Brené Brown, you get what I'm talking about. By being open about the challenges that you're facing, by admitting that when you don't have all the answers, you really foster an environment of trust and collaboration. You're big time, especially on that trust. This openness encourages your team to share ideas, to take risks, knowing that failure is a part of the process. Brené Brown, for instance, she's a researcher and an author. She's highlighted how vulnerability can lead to more authentic leadership and stronger teams. She's got 2 books out about it. Go check them out. I've read them both. They're great. Number 2, practicing radical candor. Radical candor is about giving direct and honest feedback while caring deeply for the person you're giving it to. It's a difficult one for a lot of people to master because you have to do it. The key is you have to do it without judgment. Any judgment will have to come from a place of love. This balance of honesty and empathy can drive your team to higher performance levels without the fear of creating a toxic environment. Leaders who I have seen who have practiced radical candor and done it truly well, they don't shy away from difficult conversations, but they just approach them a little bit differently. They approach them with the intent to support growth and support development while also just being super duper honest. Kim Scott, who popularized this concept, has seen it transform teams by encouraging transparency and accountability. Number 3 is going to be the power of no in leadership. Saying no is really one of the most powerful tools in a CEO's arsenal. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of new opportunities and shiny object syndrome and all of that, but great leaders know that focus is the key to success. By saying no to distractions, by saying no to anything that doesn't light you up, fire you up, excite you, you're protecting not only your time, but you're protecting your team's time. You're protecting your team's energy, allowing them to concentrate on what truly matters and not chase little stuff that's not going to move the needle, right? Steve Jobs was really known for this. He was known for his ruthless focus. He often turned down really good ideas at Apple and elsewhere to ensure that Apple only pursued the great ideas. Number 4, leading with humility. Humility is not often associated with CEOs, for better or worse, but it is a trait that can lead to sustained success. Humble leaders are willing to admit their mistakes. This goes back to the vulnerability idea. Humble leaders are willing to listen to others and give credit where credit's due. This approach really fosters a culture of learning, fosters a culture of continuous improvement, and it fosters a culture of trust and of believing, of faith. I've worked for people. I have had coaches that have given me credit for something when I was really just part of it. They had an opportunity to take credit for the work that their team did when I was part of that team. And instead of saying, hey, my team did this, we did this, they would point people out individually. Michael crushed it in this department. Tom crushed it in that department. Janet crushed it over here. And pointing people out as individuals and giving other people credit. It's a really amazing leadership tactic if you can do it well. It's so powerful. So Satya Nadella's leadership at Microsoft really kind of is another prime example, certainly a more famous one than the examples I just gave you, but a more prime example of how humility can transform a company's culture, leading to things like renewed innovation, renewed success. Satya Nadella is kind of known for his humble leadership. Let's talk about strategic planning tips. Number one, incorporating vulnerability into strategic decisions. You don't want to be afraid to bring vulnerability into your strategic discussions. Acknowledging uncertainties and risks openly can lead to more robust planning, as it encourages diverse perspectives. It encourages honest assessments of potential challenges that you're facing. Number two, using radical candor to refine strategy. This is a cool one. If you apply radical candor to your strategic planning by encouraging your team to challenge assumptions and provide honest feedback in real time as you're talking about this, as you're working out these plans, as you're coming up with the strategies, it's great. It can help you identify blind spots right away. It can help you refine the strategy right away, and it can help the strategy be more effective. Number three is focusing on fewer, more impactful initiatives. This is something that I was talking about with my team just yesterday. The power of impact. Impact over urgency, impact over importance. Impact is something that's long-term, that really impacts the company in multiple ways over time, perhaps in the sense of a snowball effect, where it gets more and more powerful over time as it collects more snow. That ball becomes bigger and bigger. So instead of spreading your resources, focus on a few high impact initiatives, even if it's not going to pay off tomorrow. If you know that it's impactful, that the power of what you're working on today is going to pay back 10x, 100x, 500x in 1 to 5 years, focus on that. Say no to lesser priorities. Say no to the urgent stuff that doesn't matter as much. Say no to the things that are not going to move that big needle. It allows you to allocate your resources more effectively. It ensures that the initiatives that you do pursue have the best chance of success, because instead of working on 20, 10, 5 different things at once, you're focusing on 1, 2, maybe 3 things. And those are the things that really, truly matter. Let's talk about practical applications of this. Number one is going to be actionable insights. How can you incorporate these unconventional leadership insights into your daily operations? You can start by practicing radical candor in your feedback sessions. You can be more deliberate in saying no to anything that is considered a distraction, to anything that's not your big thing. Anything that doesn't align with your strategic goals. If it doesn't align with your strategic goals, say no. Embrace vulnerability in your leadership meetings and create a more open and innovative environment. And then do a CEO or president, founder self-assessment. Take a moment to assess how these traits show up in your leadership style. Are you being honest with your team about challenges? Do you focus on what truly matters? How comfortable are you with admitting when you don't have all the answers? These reflections can help you identify areas for growth and improvement in your leadership. And your leadership is ultimately going to be the most important.
Are you dreaming of digital domination? Wake up to Boxer, your dream team for web services, marketing logistics, SEO, and content. We don't just help you play the online game, we help you change it. If you're ready to rewrite the rules of your industry's digital landscape, visit boxer.agency today and let's get started.
In conclusion, effective leadership really isn't just about having a clear vision or making smart decisions or making quick decisions. It's also about embracing vulnerability, about practicing radical candor. It's about knowing when to say no and leading with humility. These unconventional strategies can set you apart as a CEO and drive your business to greater heights. What I want you to do now is think about your current leadership approach. Are you being open and vulnerable with your team? Are you using radical candor to drive better results? How often are you saying no in order to protect not only your time and your focus, but your team's time and their focus? The point of these questions is to give you a chance to find opportunities in your current business plan and your current strategic goals where you might implement some of these things that we talked about today. If you're struggling with any of this, if you're struggling with incorporating these unconventional, less conventional leadership tactics into your own strategy, I'm here to help. Reach out to me and let's chat. I'll buy you 14 beers worth of my time at no cost to you. That's a half an hour on Zoom. I have nothing to sell you, and my only goal here is to provide you with actionable value that you can apply directly to your business. You can get at me on LinkedIn or by reaching out to me directly on my website. That's michaelpacheco.co. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and let me know what was valuable for you in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're listening to this as a podcast, please give us a review on whatever platform it is that you're listening on. All of these things, it helps us reach more businesses. It helps us help more businesses. And that's really our big goal here. So in the meantime, I do want to say thank you for doing what you do and for all the contributions that you are making in the world with your business. Thank you very much. As ever, I'm Michael Pacheco. Until next time, cheers.
You've been listening to The Revenue Engine with Michael Pacheco. For inquiries into market leadership, tailored strategies, or personalized consulting, visit michaelpacheco.co.